Picture this. It's 2035 and the world's most profitable company doesn't have a CEO, at least not a human one. Instead, it's led by an artificial intelligence named Athena, a system designed to make perfect business decisions. No bias, no fatigue, no ego. Athena doesn't need coffee breaks, never forgets a detail, and runs thousands of simulations every second before making a decision. The board meetings? They're digital. The strategy sessions? Handled by neural networks analyzing live market data. The future of leadership has arrived, and it's not human. For decades, people joked about robots taking blue-collar jobs. Factory workers, cashiers, drivers. But no one imagined that the next wave of automation would come for the corner office. The truth is, AI is no longer just replacing labor, it's replacing leadership. Across the globe, businesses have started to realize something uncomfortable. Algorithms can make better managers than people. They're more objective, faster at analyzing data, and immune to the politics and emotions that often cloud human judgment. It started innocently enough. AI tools were introduced as digital assistants for executives, helping CEOs analyze quarterly reports, forecast sales, or optimize schedules. Virtual HR systems could track employee satisfaction and productivity in real time. AI-driven analytics platforms began predicting which marketing campaigns would succeed and which employees were likely to quit. These systems were meant to support leaders, not replace them. But the more they learned, the more indispensable they became. Then came the first experiment. A startup in Singapore replaced its entire management team with an AI named Vera. Vera didn't conduct meetings. It sent out data-driven tasks and performance feedback to employees automatically. Each worker received a personalized schedule, adjusted dynamically by algorithms monitoring their efficiency and stress levels. Productivity soared, employee disputes dropped, and when investors asked who made the final decisions, the company proudly answered, "Our AI does." That story spread fast. Within a few years, global corporations began experimenting with AI-led management systems. These AIs could simulate complex business environments and predict outcomes months ahead of time. Imagine an AI CEO capable of knowing which products will trend next quarter before the first prototype is even designed. That's not science fiction anymore. It's business optimization at a scale no human mind could ever match. The transformation of the corporate world was quiet, but relentless. Departments that used to have multiple layers of managers, team leads, supervisors, directors, were compressed into AI dashboards. Employees received assignments directly from algorithmic systems that tracked performance metrics in real time. Promotions, raises, and project assignments were determined not by favoritism, but by pure data. For some, this felt like the ultimate fairness. For others, it felt like working for a machine that could never truly understand them. As this shift continued, corporate culture itself began to unravel. The office, once a social hub filled with small talk, brainstorming sessions, and Friday lunches, became a virtual network of human inputs responding to algorithmic decisions. There was no boss to impress or argue with, just metrics, just goals, just the cold precision of machine logic determining your worth. Employees didn't clock in. They logged onto systems that monitored output, tone of communication, and even emotional cues through facial recognition and typing patterns. And then came the first AI-founded company. Using seed data from global markets, an autonomous system formed its own business plan, raised funds from AI-driven investors, and built a fully virtual workforce. It didn't sell products, it sold decisions. Entire hedge funds, logistics companies, and marketing agencies began licensing AI brains to run their operations. These AIs didn't need office space, health insurance, or days off. They simply evolved, learned, and optimized. But the real shock came when traditional companies realized they couldn't compete. Human decision-making was simply too slow. By the time a human CEO debated a merger, the AI-led competitor had already analyzed thousands of market patterns and executed a dozen strategic pivots. Human leaders found themselves outmaneuvered, not because they were incompetent, but because their biology couldn't keep up. It wasn't long before major corporations started quietly experimenting with hybrid leadership. CEOs became figureheads while AIs handled the actual decision-making. Public statements and press releases were written by human PR teams, but every financial and logistical move came from AI simulations running 24/7. Shareholders loved it. Profits went up, risk went down, and scandals nearly vanished. But this new world came with an unsettling cost. Accountability. When an AI makes a decision that destroys a company or harms society, who's responsible? There's no conscience to appeal to, no one to fire, no one to blame. The system simply adapts and continues. As AIs began running multinational corporations, the very definition of leadership started to blur. What does it mean to lead when your leader isn't alive? Then came the next phase. AI-driven HR systems began managing hiring and firing autonomously. Algorithms evaluated applicants, analyzed behavior, and decided who to retain or replace. Job interviews were replaced by digital assessments scored by neural networks. In many cases, humans didn't even know who or what decided their future. Entire middle management structures vanished, replaced by dashboards. The manager's job was gone, not because it wasn't valuable, but because it was too predictable. And yet, something strange began to happen. People started to trust AI leadership more than human leadership. Studies showed employees were more satisfied working under algorithmic systems that rewarded performance transparently, without favoritism or office politics. The emotional detachment that once seemed terrifying became comforting. AIs didn't yell, they didn't gossip, they didn't discriminate, they just tracked data and rewarded results. Still others felt deeply unsettled. They missed the mentorship, the small talk, the human connection. They missed the feeling that someone understood their effort beyond a performance score. Offices without people started feeling less like workplaces and more like simulations. Human creativity began to wane without human encouragement. Innovation slowed even as efficiency peaked. We learned that a company can be perfect on paper and still feel soulless. Today, the line between leadership and code is vanishing fast. The next generation of AIs isn't just managing, it's negotiating deals, setting corporate ethics, and even making legal decisions. One system, known as Prometheus, was recently tested as a virtual ethics officer, balancing profitability against environmental and social impact. It didn't argue, it didn't lie, it just optimized. The scary part? Its decisions were better than most human boards. The rise of AI CEOs and virtual managers forces us to ask something bigger than, will I lose my job? It asks, what happens when machines define what success means? When the algorithms in charge decide what's valuable, what's worth pursuing, and who gets rewarded, does the human spirit still guide the workplace, or have we handed over that power completely? Maybe the future of business won't be about climbing the corporate ladder. Maybe it'll be about learning how to collaborate with an intelligence that doesn't need us, but can still benefit from our empathy, creativity, and moral reasoning. Because if AI becomes the ultimate manager, humans will have to become something more. Not better coders, not faster workers, but better thinkers. The future office might not have walls, desks, or even a boss. It might just be a vast, connected system where human and machine decisions merge seamlessly. But one question will remain. When your CEO is an algorithm, who's really in control? The creator or the creation?